All right, we're here, man. It's 8:33. We're a few minutes late, but we're here. And if you can hear the heat coming from the vent, I apologize, but it's raining outside and it's pretty chilly. So it is December 27th at 8:33. I don't know if that's coming through well right there, but that's where we're at right now. 8:33, December 27th. And man, I'm going to tell you, this vacation is about to wrap up for me. I have one more day. I have one more day, man. That's tomorrow. So I keep thinking the day is Saturday for some reason. I don't know, which I'm glad it's not yet. It will be soon enough, but I'm glad it's not yet. So what did I do today, man? We're getting over this Christmas thing, and so we had round number two last night with the other members of the family, and we got that finished. So I did a couple of errands today, and here we are, man. I said, well, let's go live again tonight, if at all possible, and we're just going by winging or prayer. To tell you the truth. How you like my shirt, man? Guitar players will understand this shirt. My mom got me this shirt for Christmas last year. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, man. Guitar pedals, very cool. I'm sitting a little too close to this Roadcaster. Thank God I got a cover. Yeah, man. You can get covers for these things, man. And I just put my own sticker on mine because you can get the actual Roadcaster Pro 2. Well, it just says Roadcaster on the cover. If you want to give like I don't know, 40 something bucks, I think. And I want to say I got this off of Amazon, I think, for half the price. And it's just a no name cover, no big deal. So I just stuck one of my stickers on there to kind of personalize it. But so yeah, we're using the Go Mixer, Roland Go Mixer Pro again this evening. So using the old what is this, man? The Shure 58 mic, and so we're going to talk about some Charvels this evening. So I went ahead and went to the warehouse back there, and I dug through some cases, and and I said, man, I want to put all Charvels up here for just really because I wanted to swap out some guitars, and the ones that were up there had been hanging there for, I don't know, about a month or so. And I used to be really good about swapping them out about once a month, and I got slack on that. So with the holidays and everything else, tonight I said, yeah, man, let's take them other guitars down and let's put some Charvels up there. And those are the only Charvels I have. Luckily, that's all I need to fill up the wall hanger. It's 4. So we're going to talk about these guitars and where I got them, possibly when I got them, if I can remember, because we're using the basic setup tonight to stream live. We're not doing the fancy EVMux platform tonight. We're just using this right here. So I guess we'll go ahead and try to get this up and running. And you can also see right here, before I get started, right here, this beautiful pink Jackson. I got it just barely in the frame right there. I got that from Guitar Center here in Greenville a few years ago. I've had it for a while. I actually played it earlier before I got started with this stream. So, and I love the color. I named it Jackie Pink. Now, for people that are around my age, you'll get that reference. And if you're familiar with the infamous date in history, 11/22/63. That's when President Kennedy got taken out. And so that's why I named it Jackie Pink. So need I say more? You know, you can put one and one together and figure that out. But anyway, so I played it a while ago, and it plays great, man. Didn't do anything to it. When I got that guitar from Guitar Center a few years ago, it was the closest guitar I ever held in my hands at that Guitar Center that was as far as being set up that I ever held. I was like, I can't believe it. So, yeah, it's a good playing guitar. The only thing is I had to, like I talked about the other night, I had to play it for about 25 minutes because it's a 24 fret. Jacksons are usually like that. But, you know, after I played it for a little bit, you know, I was fine, got used to it. And I don't know why it jacks with me so much, but it does. I don't know why. Just one of those things. So, all right. So, Charvels, man. Let's get into Charvels for a minute. Basically, Charvels, man, are San Dimas models, and they're all pretty much, you know, double humbuckers. You can see they're closest thing to a Super Strat you can get, really, you know. And I'm just looking up at the corner of the screen right here. I'm looking at them. I was like, man, these two right here are the same exact thing, just different colors. And they have kind of a flat paint job, kind of. You know, it doesn't really have much of a clear coat on it. We'll get into that when I'll start taking one down at a time if this will work, and we'll talk about it and everything. So let's see, which one do I want to start with first? I guess we'll start over here first. So let me see. Let me take this headphones off. Make sure I ain't gonna hit nothing here. All right. This might turn out to be a little bit more. This might be a little bit more taxing than I realized. But anyway, so this is like I don't know how good it's going to come across on camera. It's kind of a ocean blue, ocean burst or something like that. Seymour Duncan pickups. It has the stock Floyd Rose on it. And the maple neck. I love maple necks on guitars, man. This Floyd is really, really good, too. Got the chrome volume knob, tone. I think it's a three-way switch. Yeah, I want to say all these are three-way switches on all these guitars. I believe. We'll see. So this one here is a, let me see if I can look at the year. Wrong way, Joseph. I'm used to looking at the other. Let's see. This is a 2022, yeah. So my wife got me this for my birthday last year. And my son has the same guitar. And, of course, when I saw, you know, that he had it, I said, oh, man, I got it. I said, can I play it? And he's like, yeah. So I went ahead and grabbed it and started jamming on it at his house. And so when my birthday came around, there was actually a Fender Strat that I saw at this little guitar shop in town. And it was a Fender Strat. It was kind of like a paisley design on it. And it was Japanese. Yeah, it was Japan Strat. It was nice, man. And I played it in the store. I didn't hook it up, but I just played it just to feel, and I could just tell by the way it played when I was playing the Fender Strat that a couple of years ago. I said, man, I want this. So the man only wanted like $800 for it. And I had my eye on it, man. And the way my luck goes, I told my wife about it because she asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And I got to give my wife credit, man. She's hooked me up with guitars over the years, here and there, pretty good. So I can't complain too much. But she knew I had my eye on that one at that shop up there, and she went, and somebody had bought it. And I was like, really? Because that store up there is just like a little hole-in-the-wall place, man. It's not like a big store, and everything they have in there is used. There's nothing new. There's no new instruments at all. That's what kind of threw me. I was like, is this a guitar store or is this a pawn shop? You know, because the stuff they have in there, it's okay, but I think I know what I'm looking at when I go in there. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Thank you for commenting. I know what I'm looking at when I go in places like this, man, you know. And some of the stuff in there, I mean, the people are super nice. It's not that. But some of the guitars in there are overpriced for what they are. So they got some age on them, you know. So anyway, that Fender Strat, somebody had bought it. So the night of my birthday, my wife said, well, I couldn't get what you wanted because somebody had bought it. And I was like, are you serious? I thought she was joking. She was for real. So I said, well, since you couldn't get that one, can I get this? So I went online right away, and I pulled it up, and it was roughly this was more money. The Japanese Fender Strat at that music shop was $800, and that was a good deal. So she said, yeah. So I went ahead and got online and ordered this last year for my birthday. So that's where this came from. And it plays great, man. I love this guitar. You can see keep the most of the time I just keep the doors on the back, I keep those off, you know, because, you know, you're going to have to make adjustments sooner or later here and there. So I like to keep those cavity doors off just for that reason. But yeah, this is a 2022 Charvel San Dimas, and man, she is sharp. She plays great. Plays fantastic. I did put some stainless steel locking screws right there. I'm real big about that because it makes a difference, man. Believe it or not. Let me see. Mark, what did you say, man? Sorry for the thing moving. Oh, you bought the telly version of this for your son a few years back, Mark? Oh, nice. Yeah. Same color and all. Wow. Yeah. Andrew Knox, man, my friend Andrew had the telly version like that, but his is like a reddish color. He sold it. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that they sold the telly style Charvels until Andrew brought it to my attention, I don't know, a couple months back or something. I didn't even know. And he bought his, and it was pretty. I don't know. For me personally, I don't know if I'd want a telly style shape for this type of guitar. Just me, you know. But those guitars, man, have rave reviews. Those telly style Charvels, they seem to hold their value really well too. Yes, Charvel is such well-made guitars, Mark says. Yes, Charvel makes excellent guitars, man. I mean, that's why they're my favorite guitar. I mean, I love Charvels better than, I mean, look, you can see in the frame right there, you can see the stripe right there, the Stripe Series EVH. That's basically what that is, a Charvel. It just has one pickup, you know, instead of the two. But yes, very well-made guitars. This guitar was right at $1,100, brand new from AMS. So it's great guitars. I enjoy them very much. Yeah, when I got this in the mail, the first thing I did, I changed the strings on it. Because, hey, Mr. Mick, how you doing, man? Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate that, sir. The first thing I did on this Charvels, I swapped out the strings. They were really dirty, which was I found really odd for a new guitar. I thought that was crazy. I was like, why are these strings so dirty? And I was like, how many people have had their hands on this guitar? Because when you order from like Sweetwater or AMS or when it's a brand new guitar, usually you don't deal with that. But I guess it's been sitting for a while. Mr. Michael Curtis, hey man, how are you doing? I'm late again. LOL. That's transparent black guitar or Charvel. That's pretty. You're not late, man. We've only been on for 15 minutes. You're not late. No, it's like a ocean blue, Mr. Curtis. Yeah, it's like a ocean blue. I can't remember the proper name. But I just call it ocean blue because to me that's what it reminds me of, like the deep blue sea, or something. So, but yeah, it's a wonderful guitar. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So when I got this, I swapped the strings out, and I had to do a little bit of a setup. Did I get this from AMS? I said that right, or because it wasn't Sweetwater. I got it from AMS. AMS, if you're not familiar, is American Musical Supply, and I did business with them for. And this is no joke, man. I did business with them for over 20 years. Over 20 years. And what kind of, I'm just going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. I remember I called them one time and got one of the sales associates, and I said, hey, can I speak to a manager? I wasn't rude or nothing like that. I said, hey, can I speak to a manager, please? They said, like, yeah. Is there a problem? I said, oh, no, there ain't no problem. So the manager comes on the line, and the whole time you can hear him, typing on the keyboard and stuff. I said, hey, man. He goes, yes, sir. How can I help you? And you could tell what I was saying was going in one ear and out the other. And I said, man, I just wanted you to know, man, I've been a loyal customer of y'all's for over 20 years, man. I enjoy y'all's service and the products, and thank you for everything you do as helping me as a customer. Oh, okay, we appreciate that. Is there anything else? Man, just that alone put a sour taste in my mouth. I was like, what? I was like, nah, dude, we're good. So just that right there, guess what that made me do? Sweetwater, baby. So I started doing more and more business with Sweetwater, and it started, my business with Sweetwater started very, very, very small, very minuscule. I ordered like strings or a couple of straps, whatever. And then the orders got bigger and bigger. And then my sales rep has always been really kind. He's always been really nice. And I had a crazy kind of thing happen with my account. I can't remember if it was over the summer or before that or whatever. It might have been around the beginning of the year. I had a crazy thing happen that I didn't do, and but Sweetwater made it right. They made it right, and they fixed it and reversed the charges, and I was good. So that guy, he did his job. He went to bat for me and cleared everything up. So there's a quick history about AMS compared to Sweetwater, and it just takes one. Even though it wasn't a bad experience, it was kind of a negative experience in my eyes, because AMS the guy could have just stopped what he was doing and said, hey man, thank you very, at least acted like he gave a crap, but he didn't, man. He was just too tied up with other things. So, and I haven't done nothing with AMS in many years, man, since that, so it's been Sweetwater all the way, man. And, let's see, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Mr. Curtis. I apologize. I thought you meant this, man. I'm sorry. We're going to get to that one, sir. I haven't got to that one yet, but we will. Mark Tanner, appreciate your customers. That's right. Just like I appreciate people coming here, and you're not customers, but you're taking the time to watch my live stream, and I appreciate that a lot. I really, really do, because I'm sure people could find other things to do, instead of sitting here watching me. But I really appreciate it. So thank you. Anyway, just to sum this up again, this is a 2022 Charvel, made in USA. Is Seymour Duncan, everything stock on here. And Mike Kenner, appreciate your customers, especially when they're trying to say something nice. Yeah, that's right. I agree, sir. I agree 100%. Because like I said, all it takes is one little negative thing, and I got all kind of stories I could tell you with stuff I've dealt with people that, it caused me to go somewhere else, But that's just the way business is, right? I'm really big about customer service, man, and just being nice. To me, that's a big deal. If you're nice to me, I'll be twice as nice to you. If you're, going to be rude and be an a-hole, you'll get me one time, and that's it. Anyway, so let's go to the next guitar on the wall hanger here, and we'll get into that story. Talk about where it came from. Now, if I can do this without hurting anything, we'll be doing good, won't we? Okay. Yeah, we're doing the old school way tonight. So we're doing the smartphone and the Roland Go Mixer Pro with the microphone like we did the other night. So so yeah, man, this is live, baby. This is live. There's no editing here. Now, right away when I got this off the rack there, the hanger, I could tell this feels a little bit more, has a little bit more weight to it. Feels just a little bit more heavy. This guitar is, it's kind of like a black and charcoal gray, I guess, kind of quilt top deal going on. And when I saw this guitar, I got this from Reverb, by the way. Now, let me look at the year on this one. This one's got some age on it, man. It's, hey, Dogpo, how you doing, man? Thank you, Mark. This is a 2015. So, their gentleman was selling this on Reverb. And the first thing that got me, man, was the top. And I said, oh, my God. And the dude, he worked out a deal with me, man. I think he was wanting like, I don't know, $785 or $790 or something. And I think I got it between $730 and $740, something like that. When I get something off Reverb, man, I don't try to dog somebody, really, really low, because I know that they're not going to. I wouldn't do that. I know they're not going to. So when I get on Reverb or anything to do business, I'm going to do business, but I'm going to make the guy a reasonable offer. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, would you take $400 for? Why do people even do that? I guess that's why people say serious inquiries only, but I've sold a few things on Reverb, and we can get into that in a second if you want, about what people were, the messages they were sending me, about I was trying to sell a guitar, and man, it was crazy. Let's see. Mr. Mick says, sweet looking guitar. Thank you, man. And the dog post, is the neck bolted on? Yes, it is. It's a bolt on neck. Yes, it is, sir. Seymour Duncan, I guess you call it the zebra pickups on this. The other one just has the black. And everything's stock on here. I don't even think I didn't even swap out the locking screws. Those are stock. You can see they're black. They're kind of faded a little, just a little bit. So everything on here is original. The only thing that I noticed with this guitar is the pot needs some, either needs to be sprayed or it needs a new pot. Because when you go to turn it up, it seems like it's not hitting it full power. And then if you kind of go boom, like that and kind of bump it like boom, like that, then it's there. I was like, But when you roll it back, it's fine. But when you bring it back up, you have to kind of bump it to make it. So it might need a new pot. I mean, it still does okay if you can just bump it a little bit. It does fine, but you shouldn't have to do that. It should just work. But I'm thinking the guy that sold this, I called him on the phone. He said that it's been in a gig bag or whatever for a long time under his bed or something, and he hadn't played it. So he was just trying to thin the herd, as they say, and get some extra money. And so I saw it, and I said, dude, let's make a deal, I said, will you take whatever it was, $750 or $740? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, Deoxit. Thank you, Mark. I couldn't remember the name. Yes, Deoxit. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Love the Music Man style truss rod. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. I like when they're you can access the truss rod right here at the bottom of the neck. That's nice. Hey, 1316. RF 13. I kept saying 316. I'm sorry, man. It's hard to see. I was watching the video, one of my streams back the other night, and I had my phone like right here because I was laying down for the night, had my glasses off, and I said, man, I've been saying RF 316. It's 1316. Sorry, man. This has passive pickups. Yeah. This has passive pickups, my friend. And it does not have active pickups, and they sound great. These are Seymour Duncan, stock Seymour Duncan. If I don't knock myself in the head again here, I'm trying to. Mr. Mick, man, this chat's moving. Thank y'all. JB59 and all your Charvels. No, these are. That's a great question. I just know they're Seymour Duncan. I don't think they're JB. I don't think. But don't quote me on that, please. I should know that, but I don't. Let's see. The dog, be careful. The chemical in deoxide is seriously bad stuff. Well, I don't have any, but I've always heard that if you use, I guess that or something else, it can clear that up. But yeah, man. It's got the Charvel tuners on there. You can see. Can you see that? There you go. I like how it's got the guitars on the tuners. That's sharp, man. So there's no, just in case, I don't know if I lost some people last night when I played, but that's why I try to do a little bit of both. I'll have some streams where I won't play, and have some streams where I do, but this is a guitar channel, man. So there's going to be times I want to play, So I hope I didn't run nobody off last night playing a few songs. Let's see. Do they sound a little different? No, they all sound. This might have the JB in it, man. Cause I tell you, those two guitars right there, those pickups are hot. And when we get to them, you'll see those are white. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but man, those pickups are hot and they're awesome, So it could be JB and 59, which and that might be the same as well. Now that you say it, who did say that? Was that Mr. Mick? Yeah. Is Charlie S here? Charlie S. Hey man, I didn't see your name. I'm sorry. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, my friend. But yeah, so we got this from Reverb, and of course I can't remember the gentleman's name. He was super nice, and it was professional to do business with, and yeah, man, a smooth transaction. He gave me 5-star rating, and I did the same for him. And yeah, he was really cool, man. Really nice guy. So it's kind of a, like I said, between a charcoal gray and a black, I guess. Kind of like a nightfall, you know. Looks like the moon's getting ready to pop out on there or something on a nice summer night or something, you know, or whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, right. Yes, I understand about having to spray that pot. A friend of mine was telling me about that, and a while back. So yeah. But speaking of Reverb, real quick, I don't know if any of y'all have done business on Reverb. Mostly everything, the business I've mainly done on Reverb has been buying stuff. You know, go figure. But the handful of times I did try to sell, I did sell. I was selling a guitar, and like I was saying a minute ago, some people will try to lowball you. I mean, big time, right? And I want to say I was trying to sell a PV Wolfgang Special. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was the white one, and made in the USA. And I knew it would. I said it should bring in a little bit of money, you know. And I held on to it for a while. Of course, I wish now I hadn't have sold it, but I needed money, so I put it up on Reverb. And man, people were, you know, because you can put on their make offer, or you don't have to. You can leave that off and just say this is what it costs. Take it or leave it, and that's pretty much the way I like it. Just this is what it is, man. Take it or leave it, because I really don't want to sell it, but I kind of have to. But so I put the make offer button on there, and this one guy was like, "I'll give you like $500 and something." I was like, "Dude, are you serious?" He sent me a message, and I was like, "Nah, man." And this one guy said, "How about if I give you?" He was like, "How about if I give you like $350 and then 2 gift cards for $100 a piece?" I said, "Is this guy for real? I mean, who would fall for that? You know, not me. Number one, no, dude. That's, you know, I'm putting this thing on here to get money. I'm not trying to trade. Yeah, people want to know if you want to trade too. Would you want to trade? I'll trade you an amp for that or something." I'm like, no. And speaking with the gift cards, I'm like, if somebody did that, you know, what if he sent you some dummy gift cards, man, that, you know, he just swiped them from the store but didn't put nothing on them, and they're just nothing on them, you know. Reverb can be crazy, man. Can be crazy. Let's see. I got the 2-bottle kit. Use stringer or the brush. Oh, I see. Oh, Facebook Marketplace. Don't get me started with that. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's I've done that. Oh man, just a couple of times. I won't do that no more. I will not do that no more. That's first of all, I'm not crazy about going to meet anybody, or you know, I'm just not doing that, man. Yeah, trouble. People are troublemakers. They are. They're just, you know, that's why, I mean, I've bought used stuff. Like I said, I'll do Reverb, and I will also do Sweetwater's Gear Exchange. I've done that twice when it was first up and running. That's where I got my PRS from. I have one PRS, and it's just an SE. It's not a real high dollar PRS, but it's nice. It's a Quilt purple, and I replaced the Floyd on it, and because the stock Floyd, it just wasn't any. I mean, I rarely see a PRS that has a Floyd Rose. This one did when I saw it on Sweetwater's Gear Exchange a few years back, and I bought it, and it's the first time I've ever held a PRS in my hand, and let alone played one. Because whenever I'd go to Guitar Center, not that I was looking for a PRS, but they never had them. So I just rolled the dice and bought it, and the guy made me a good deal, and it was a beautiful color, and I still got it. It's nice. It's the neck is a little bit more wide this way on the PRS. It's not bad, this way, it's fine. But from top to bottom, it's just kind of, it's a little bit tall, I guess, you know? So, that's right, Dolph. Yeah. So, let's see. Marketplace, Mr. RF 1316 says, is a joke. I agree. Marketplace is a joke. And, yeah, I've only done that once or twice, and I just, you know, can't trust nobody. Not around here. I don't know about where y'all live, but not around here, man. Mm-mm. So we'll hang this one up. So that one was a Reverb purchase, and let me go grab another one. Okay. Yeah. I hope not. This swinging around in the chair deal, that's just what I have to do, man. Because I got stuff right here. I got pedal boards to my left. So I have to swing around like I'm on an amusement park ride or something, man. The Dog by Joe made my favorite PRS joke of all time. Yeah, that was just I just got lucky with that, man. If I had to write stuff like that for a living, I'd be out of a job, man. Okay, so this next Charvel right here, this is a, I forget the color they call it. It's like what do they call it? Fleshtone pink or something. I think it looks awesome. You know, it's I saw this on Reverb, as a matter of fact. There was two of them, and I accidentally made a slight mistake, but I didn't back out of what I did. I kept my word with the seller. So when I saw this guitar, I said, "Man, I gotta have it. That just looks cool. It looks to me, it kind of looks 80s, you know." By the way, this is a 2021, and again, you can see the cavity door is off. That one's of course there, but I took that one off, and I keep the back cavity doors in the cases and everything like that. Everything's all original. Three-way switch or three-way blade, I've heard some people say. Everything's stock. Even the locking screws are the same, and the Charvel tuners on the back. You can see the little picture of the guitars on there again. Really cool. So I found this on Reverb, and I went ahead and I thought that I'd put it in my cart, you know, because I was wanting to think about it, and somehow or another, I wasn't paying attention, and the next day or late that night, I went back to look, and I was like, "Oh no, it's gone." So I thought somebody had bought it. So he had one more, so I went ahead and bought it instead of putting in a bid. So I bought it. And what had happened, there was something wrong with the app or something. Or you know, and that's what it was. The first one I made a bid on, and the other one I went ahead and just bought because I thought the first one somebody had bought it, but they didn't. It just, I don't know if the guy took it down for a second or what, put it back. I can't remember. So when I saw one was available, I went ahead and just bought it flat out. And then later that night, I get an email saying, "Your offer was accepted." And I thought, offer was accepted? I was like, no, I just bought it. And so I actually bought two. You know, I bought one outright, and then the second one I put a bid in for, and he accepted my offer. So I went ahead and bought it. So I bought two of them, and I gave one to my son. And he liked it, but he didn't like the color. And I was like, you don't like the color? He goes, no, I don't like the color. So he took his and had a guy paint it. And he sent me a message, and he's like, I'm going to have this guy paint this Charvel. And I thought, man, why? In my mind, I was like, dude, why are you doing that? You hadn't had the guitar a week. You know, there's nothing wrong with it, you know. He said, I'm going to have it painted. I'm going to have it painted like Eddie Van Halen's Bumblebee. And I thought, he asked me if I wanted to do it. And I said, no, dude. I said, no, I'm not a professional guitar painter, man. I've done a couple of guitar things on my own, just for my own, as you would say, own entertainment. But nah, they would not pass for a professional job. It's like, you know, it's just not my skill set. I taped them up and painted them and did the Eddie thing, and it's okay for what it is, but it stops there. You know, I would not try to sell it or nothing, because it's like, nope. So he asked me if I wanted to paint his. I said, no, son, I wouldn't even dare. He goes, okay, I think I found a guy that does this professionally. And I said, okay, it's your guitar. So for a brief moment, I was kind of not disappointed, but I was kind of nervous, worried, you know. And he got with the guy, and they did a paint job, or that guy did. And Nathan got it back, and he sent me pictures. And I honestly thought he was joking when he sent me the pictures, because it looked like Eddie's guitar, you know. And I said, is that your guitar? He's like, yeah, I told you the guy knew, you know, he knows what he's doing. He sent me pictures of his work, of his past, you know, jobs he did for people. I said, oh. And so I went over there, and it's this guitar. He just had it painted, the Bumblebee paint scheme. And man, it looks incredible. I mean, the guy did an incredible job on it, and I was like, wow. I was like, Nathan, how much did he charge you to paint that? And he told me, and I thought, whew. I mean, it was up there, man. But it looked good. It looked good. But you know, Nathan's a grown man. He's got a job. He does what he wants. Don't worry. I had pros do terrible paint jobs for me. The dog possessed. Yeah, that's why I say I did a couple of guitars just for fun, and you know, built them and put them together. And I've seen people on Facebook and all that do these stripe paint jobs, and they look incredible. And I was like, how do they do that? You know, so, you know, because when Eddie did his, it didn't even have a clear coat on it. It was just, you know, just I guess what you call a matte or raw finish. I don't know what the proper term is, but you know, I've seen other people do it, and they sell them, and I'm like, how do they get away with striping guitars up and selling them, and without getting a cease and desist or something from EVH? I don't know. I don't know how they do it, unless they got written permission, which I just highly doubt that. I mean, who's going to, yeah, go ahead and make those striped guitars and sell them. We don't care. I don't see that happening. But, you know, what do I know? Large car lifestyle, Slick Rick. There's a sexy guitar, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's my brother, man, Slick Rick. Also a owner-operator in the big rig world. Everybody give some prayers to Slick Rick, please. He's getting over being really bad sick. He couldn't even enjoy Christmas, man. He was super sick, and I feel his pain, because I was like that last Christmas. I was so sick. I couldn't even enjoy Christmas, man. So if y'all would, send some prayers to Slick Rick and his family, please. I would appreciate that. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah. I hope you're feeling better, man. Hope you're feeling better. So this came from Reverb. This is the, I think they said Fleshtone pink again, or whatever. And I got this out tonight. I got it out of the case. Haven't played it yet tonight. I need to tune it up, because it's been in the case for, I know, over a year. And thank you, Mark, for sending that to Large Car Lifestyle. Very nice, man. Thank you. We like to spread the kindness here on this channel, man. I think that's an amazing thing. So, and what did I pay for this? It was, man, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was like $725 or right around that ballpark. So, and I guess they consider this like a minor dent and scratch thing or something. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Nothing. I don't see no nothing at all. And Nathan's, there wasn't nothing wrong with his. I mean, he did get it repainted, but there's nothing wrong with nothing. I mean, these pickups are super hot, and I just love the chrome, you know, the chrome knobs and the chrome Floyd. It just goes good with this color, you know. What? Do what now? Large Car Lifestyle, Rick. For that, you can, I guess, get any guitar you want. With yes, yeah. If the wife says it's cool, yeah, I guess we could all get anything if the wife says it's cool. But I have to be honest, man. And Rick, you know this better than anybody. I've pushed my luck with guitars. Oh my God! And I told Rick this earlier tonight on a private message, so I'll tell y'all. I did a head count tonight because I've been meaning to do that. I've said that on this channel a few times. I'm like, I need to count how many guitars I have. Now, I know there's other channels that have a whole lot more than I do, but I just haven't took a tally in a while. I just, you know, because really it's aggravating to dig through these cases and get back there and look. I'm like, okay, there's some back there. And then, so I counted, and it's let's let the chat guess. How many guitars do you think I have? Let some people guess. Yes, Large Car Lifestyle. Now, you know the answer, so come on now. Don't cheat. You know the answer. You know the answer. Is that Mike DiCarlo? Hey, man, how are you? I'm thinking of trading in my PRS Custom 22 10 for a Charvel. I've had my eye on that, but don't think I can part with my PRS. Let's see. I wish the wife would just let me buy the damn thing. Mike, welcome. I feel you, man. I feel you. PRS, man, one thing I can say about PRS is I'm not an expert at anything, but I know PRSs hold their value, man. That and Gibson. So if you do sell it, and you don't want to have seller's remorse. I mean, we all do when it comes to guitars and stuff. I know I have, but it just comes down to how bad you want it, you know. But a Charvel's nice, man. It's nice. So good luck, Mike. I hope that you can get it, man. I hope I'm reading your name right, DeCarlo. The font on this tablet. I'm using my iPad again tonight that my sweet mother got me for Christmas the other night. So, okay, how many guitars do you think I have? I asked the chat to guess. Mr. Mick comes in with 22. Mark Tanner, go ahead, Rick. That's fine. Mark says 60 something. And yeah, go ahead, Rick. If nobody else is going to say, then go ahead. The dog says 4. Jim Guidry, what's up? Did you say 1,000? Then that's what the Stinsons have. They have 1,000 guitars. I have nowhere near that at all. No. Yeah, RF 1316 says, I wish I never sold my Charvel. Yeah, that's I understand, man. Yeah. Like I said, I have these 4 and that's all I have, and I won't part with these. They're just really great playing guitars, man. Yes. Large Car Lifestyle says, well, wait a minute. Mike DiCarlo says 45. Jim Gendry said 1,000. Jim, I hope you're feeling better too, man. Jim's under the weather. I know, man. I know you're joking, brother. I know. Jim's under the weather too, man. I hate to hear that people are under the weather, man, because it makes it's hard to enjoy the holidays, man. Jim, wow. Jim is Rick. Large Car Lifestyle has it with 80, and Jim was in second place with 83. So yeah, 80 is the correct answer. Yeah. The Dolphin says, I break guitars, not sell them. Oh my goodness. Break them? Dang, Dolphin. What are you being so rough on the guitars for? Mark Tanner, only guitar I sold was a PRS. Wow, man. Yeah, like I said, I got the, Large Car Lifestyle Slick Rick. Someone is really close. Yeah, that's Jimbo down in Louisiana. He said 83. He was right on the money pretty much. Very, very, very close. Yeah, I counted earlier and it was 80. And I knew it would be, I kind of had a feeling it'd be close to that number, but I didn't think it would be 80. I thought it might be 70 something, but yeah, man, it was 8-0. And some of them are, you know, some of those guitars are, most of them are mid-level guitars. They're not, you know, real expensive guitars. I can't afford nothing like that, you know, but am I doing away with Charvel tonight? No. No. I did away with it off that hook to bring it to the camera, but no, sir. No, I'm not doing away with it, man. We're talking about Charvels and where I got them and how I came to get it and all that good stuff. So just to recap, this one was from AMS. I got it for my birthday last year. Giveaway, yeah, I hear you, Jimbo. Giveaway. That was a Reverb purchase. And this was also a Reverb purchase. And yeah. And again, this is 2021. So the guy must have been sitting on this one for a while in his warehouse or whatever store it was at when he put it on Reverb. But I think they call it Fleshtone Pink, I believe. And it's a great guitar. Fantastic. So let me go grab the other one real quick. I shall return just 1 second. Okay. All righty. Sorry for that delay. I apologize. What's that now? It's Mark Tanner says 35 plus a couple of, wait a minute. Oh, 35 guitars. Okay. I thought you meant the temperature. 35 guitars here plus a couple of builds. Oh, you don't plan on getting any more? Okay. Oh, you what? The Dolphin says, I'm hoping to have a PRS bonfire one day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I said, I only have one PRS, and it's SE, and I like it. You know, it's okay. Only thing I don't like is got the it has upgraded pickups when I bought it, and it has those Billy Gibbons pearly gates in that PRS. I don't like those pickups. They sound more like single coils to me. It's almost like you're playing a Strat. All right, man. Rick, Large Car Lifestyle, thanks for hopping in. Get some rest. Hope you feel better, man. I will talk to you Monday going down the road. And be safe, man. All right. Tell the family I said, hey. I found some tiny replicas, the Dolphin says. I make it look real. Okay. I hear you, man. But, all right, here we go with this beautiful Charvel right here, man. This I call this one Baby Blue. Again, with the white humbuckers, Floyd Rose, everything, the beautiful chrome. I think it has just a 3-way blade switch again, maple neck. You can see it still has everything stock, even the locking screws. I'm sorry, drawing a blank. And wow, I left the back plate on this one. I thought I took it off. This one is a 2022. Interesting story with this Charvel here. So I had ordered a neck from, not a Charvel neck, but I ordered a neck. Where did I get it from? It was, what was it, like Etsy or something? One of these places. And it looked really good. It was a maple neck. Look, I said, man. And what I did is I was trying to get around from spending too much money. I got this body from the Stratosphere. If nobody knows what the Stratosphere is, it's they have a store on eBay, I want to say. So if you go on eBay and type in the Stratosphere, you can see everything they have for sale. They usually have, this was a loaded body when I got it. Everything, because I don't want to wire nothing up or nothing like that. So I just was looking on there one day, this, a few years ago, or 2 years ago, excuse me, and I come across this loaded body, the Charvel Standard, and I said, man, that looks awesome. But it was just the body. So I looked up the Charvel necks, and they had some on the Stratosphere, but they're not cheap. And I was like, man. So I went looking elsewhere, and I found this one maple neck, like I said, on whatever site it was, Etsy or something. I could be wrong on that name. And the guy had it on his back. He took a picture of the neck. He had it on his back deck, and all around on the deck you could see snow and ice and all. And I was like, why did he put it outside to take a picture of it when it's? You don't want to expose it to that kind of frigid cold, man. It can mess up the wood. I had all kind of stuff. I was like, what? Why is he doing that? Why wouldn't he take a picture of it inside? What's it? And so I was kind of skeptical, but I bought it. It was a good deal. It had what do you call steel frets, and so I got it, and I went to go put it on here, and it wouldn't fit because I found out really quick, Charvels, if you see how this is right here, the body is notched out for a Charvel neck, so the truss rod adjustment will fit, right? So that neck I'd bought, it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't work. And I was like, oh. So I ended up putting that neck, and it was a reverse headstock. So it looks like it really is just a neck from a left-handed guitar, or that's what it's meant for. But I wanted the upside-down headstock. I thought it would look cool. Well, it wouldn't fit this guitar, obviously. So I ended up putting it on a Fender Strat that I got years and years ago. It has a Floyd on it. It fit there perfect. But I had to file down the first fret on that neck that I bought because it was a tall fret. So I filed it down, and after that, it was fine. It was good. So I had to bite the bullet and order the Charvel neck and put it on here, and of course it fit like a glove. And so that's how this guitar came to be. And thank God, I hear you, Mike. Before you do that bonfire, give them to me so I can trade them in for a Charvel. Hell yeah, man. What is RF1316? I have a K&E EVH tribute being made right now. Won't be, man, these comments fade so fast. It won't be painted though. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Interesting, man. Yeah, that's, I had somebody comment on my, I had the, it's not an EVH, I call it the EVH Fakie, is what I call it. I got it from AliExpress, and it looks like the Frankie, like what I saw at Guitar Center earlier in the week. But the one from AliExpress, after everything was included, it cost me just for the guitar itself was just right at $300 or a little over 300. And then when I got it, I did some upgrades on it. I'm very happy with that guitar, man. I mean, that guitar plays great. Now, again, I did do some upgrades on it. I swapped out the Floyd for a good quality Floyd. I swapped out the post, these posts right here. And when you do Floyd upgrades, man, you always got to remember to swap out these posts right here, because those are going to be soft metal. And if you don't do that, when you put another Floyd on and you go to start doing dive bombs and stuff, when this Floyd starts to rock back and forth, after about maybe a week, it's going to start to dig into these posts, and your point of the balance is going to be off. So when you do a dive bomb and come back, it's not going to be like, if this is in perfect tuning, like 440, you go into a dive bomb, it's going to be flat, it's going to be sharp. It's never going to be right back at zero where it's supposed to be. It took me a long time to learn that. And I was like, what the hell? I was doing all kind of stuff, man. And the post, always remember that. Your post right here, and your springs in the back, and adjust that bear claw back there. That's what it's all about. And once you understand how the balance works, you can swap out Floyds all the time, you know. R2, R3, what's going on, man? We're streaming live this evening, right here out of the music room in the Joe Wentz Project Southpaw Studios, and we're using this iPad tonight. I'm going through with the this Shure SM58 and the Roland Go Mixer Pro, and we're hooked up to the iPad. So we're doing the bare bones type of podcasting that you can do. Not using the Rodecaster Pro 2 tonight. I used that last night. And like I said earlier, I like to kind of float back and forth with just doing just a straight up regular podcast and no music. And then there's times where I do want to play. I did that last night. So I'm not going to subject everybody to guitar playing every night. Hey, I would love to do that, but I'm not going to do that every time. So anyway, this Charvel San Dimas is great. Now the one I saw, if you watch my Guitar Center video from earlier in the week, they have a white one like this at Guitar Center, except it's a SoCal, I think, because it has a pick guard. I think that's what Andrew was telling me. So the difference between the San Dimas and the Charvel SoCal is the SoCal has the pick guard, San Dimas doesn't. And I didn't know that till he told me. So the one at Guitar Center is white, and it has the gold pick guard, and it's got the gold, Floyd on it. It looks amazing. It's got gold hardware up here, and they want at Guitar Center $8.99 for that Charvel. And when my son was over here, him and his wife, when they was over here for Christmas Day, he pulled it up on Sweetwater, and it was like $743. And then Andrew also sent me a link to a brand new one, and a SoCal Charvel Reverb, same price, it's like $743. So my question is, all right, Guitar Center, you got Sweetwater and Reverb that are selling the same guitar, $50 cheaper than you're asking for it in your store. Why is that? Somebody's not doing their homework. I don't know if they would price match there at Guitar Center. I've never tried that. I don't know if they would do that or not. I don't know. I know one thing, that same Wolfgang Standard, that matte black finish is still sitting there. That same one is still sitting there after 3 or 4 years that I played it. Yes. I just looked, and the white one at Guitar Center, it's nice, man. It's nice. It's white and got a gold pick guard, like I said. I don't know. I guess the Guitar Center here was on $8.99. It used to be $1,000. It used to be $9.99, but they reduced it $100, and I was like, man, Sweetwater and Reverb, man, got it for like 740, 743, something like that. But, you know, I've been doing good, man. I've been doing good. I wanted to buy it. Because I love Charvels, as you can see. But I have to stay focused, man. Let me let me hang this back up. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we got it. So there's the stories with all those Charvels. Hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, believe me, I want that Charvel from Guitar Center. My buddy Ralph went to he went to his guitar center, his local guitar center, and he lives from my driveway to his is an hour and a half. So he went in there, I think it was yesterday, and he filmed like a little 3-minute video and sent it to me. They had sold a lot of guitars, man. That guitar center, that's Spartanburg, is that location. There was a lot of empty spaces on their walls, man. And wow, I was shocked. I was like, dang, man. But they had a EVH Frankie in there too. And Ralph said, my buddy Ralph said, "Here's your holy grail, man." I said, "Nah. I mean, I wish, but like I said, man, I'm trying to stay focused, man, and get some stuff paid off. And I'm close, man. I'm close. But we're trying it, man. We're trying it. You know, and once I get that stuff out of here and get it knocked out, then maybe we'll look into another guitar. Now, I did order an EVH hardshell case that's for the Stripe Series style guitar, that body style right there. And so I ordered a case. I got it, I think it came week before last, and I got it for like $170, which is pretty good for a EVH case, because new they go for like 200, 215, something, I guess, with tax, something like that. But so I got a new case, and it's empty. But one day there'll be an EVH guitar in it, because my plan was, or my hope was, to get the 5150 EVH 5150 Stripe Series. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. You know, I've got, like I just said, I got 80 guitars. But see, man, I put a picture of these on my Facebook earlier tonight. Sometimes I like to snap a picture. I like to cut off the main lights coming down is from the ceiling fan. I like to cut that light off, and it just makes the mood look good when you take the picture of the guitars hanging on the wall. You got the what I call the green lightsabers. That's not what they are, but it reminds me of green lightsabers, kind of, in the background, and the clip lights on here, and it just makes for a good picture, I think. I put that on Facebook, and so one guy, he makes guitars. He loves to build guitars, and he said, "Yeah, man, I feel you, man." He goes, "I'm trying to get rid of some of mine so I can downsize or make room or thin the herd, whatever you want to call it." And I said, "What?" I said, "Dude, you got gas like I do. You don't need to downsize nothing, man." So, but yeah, but it's just the way it is, man. Y'all understand? You know what I'm saying? You can have 20 guitars, 10, 50, 100, whatever. But I don't know. It just doesn't stop. I mean, it's not as bad as it was. Like I said, I used to have it bad, man. Y'all just don't know. I mean, this guitar right here, that I call it Jackie Pink, I saw that at Guitar Center and walked out of there. That night, I brought it up to my mother because I was out of work at the time because I was recovering from some major surgeries, and I brought it up to my mom. My mom said, "Well, if you want it, I'll get it for you." So she hooked me up. I went back the next day, and I got it. And luckily, it was still hanging there, and I got it. And but that's how it used to be, man. I would get a guitar in my head, and I would just think about it, and I'd try to just, I couldn't sleep. And it was bad, man. Just that's it. Mark Tanner says just one more. That's what they say. How many guitars do you need? Just one more. Just one more. And then and my wife will say, "Yeah, just 5 more. 5 more." Oh Lord. Yeah, I got to be honest, man. She's been pretty cool, man. She gets aggravated with me though. But at the end of the day, I just let her say what she's got to say. Guys, I'm sure y'all do it too. If you got a woman, if Mr. DiCarlo's still here, he probably knows what I mean. And other gentlemen in here too, so just let them say what they got to say. It'll be all good, man. Yes, she's a keeper. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Mr. Tanner, you're right. Yeah. And, yeah, and it's not just about this, but there's other things that's happened to me in my life where, you have a good spouse, or a good partner, or however you want to call it, label it. You have a good partner when you go through some serious stuff in life, and anybody else would have just cut and run. They wouldn't stick by you and help you in certain situations, and she always has. She gives me hell, man. She gives me hell with this stuff, but like I said, there's been times I've been down and out, man, being in the hospital and stuff, and she was right there. So, what can I say, man? Can't really say nothing, Well, yeah, the doctor said he got tired of it. The single life is just fine. Yeah, hey, man, whatever works for you, whatever works for you, man. I get it, I totally get it. Who is it? I don't know for sure, but I remember seeing an interview with Joe Bonamassa. This was some years back, where he was showing off his massive guitar collection and his amps, and he said, "Well, this is what happens when you don't have nobody to answer to." And I was like, "Oh my God!" I mean, this guy was going into Norm's Rare Guitars like every other week and throwing money down on some guitars, man. But he's got the money to do it. He's not in no kind of. I don't think he's strapped for cash, man. Or either he knows how to manage his money really well, or he's got his game plan down where he's got some royalties coming in pretty good. I don't know, but I just remember him saying that. He goes, "This is what it's like when you don't have to answer to nobody." And he goes like this, and you see all his collection. I was like, "Good God Almighty!" I mean, the whole freaking living room was guitars on stands, and just he had it set up really nice. Everything was badass. I was like, "Good Lord!" I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I thought, man, I was like, I hope he's got a good security system on that house, man. Because he'll go in a minute and meet somebody. If it's a good guitar, he'll get in his car in a second, go meet somebody and buy that sucker. Teamwork, Mark Tanner says, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, teamwork, it does count for something, man. It does. Yeah. What was that? My friend Ted Fair, he hops in here sometimes. I don't know if y'all, we did a Talking Guitars and More podcast. It was earlier this year, I think. And he had was looking for a guitar on Reverb, and he found whatever he was looking for. I forget the style. or the name of the guitar, brand, whatever. And he went to meet the guy and to buy it. And it turned out to be the guy that was, he played like a bad guy on Breaking Bad. And I don't know if you're familiar with Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or that movie El Camino when that come out on Netflix, which was like the continuation of Jesse Pinkman's character. He was in that movie, but I think it was the guy. I think his real name's Jesse, but his character name I think is Todd. I think on that. Yeah, Mark Tanner. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. So Ted Fair goes to buy this guitar, and it's that guy that played that character on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. His real name's Jesse, but his character name was Todd. It was him. And Ted said, I couldn't believe it. I went to buy the guitar, and it was that guy from TV. I was like, holy shit. I was like, did you get a picture, man? I don't think he did. He probably didn't want to. I'm sure that guy hears that a lot, man. Can I get a picture? You know, but I don't think he asked, which I get it. But he said, yeah, I just bought the guitar, man, and the guy was gone. He was out of there. He took the money, and he was out. He said, but it was that guy. I was like, man, that's crazy, because Ted lives out there in California, so I'm sure he would run into that from time to time if you're buying off Reverb out there, I guess. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, man. Can you imagine looking for a guitar with Reverb and they're under a different name or something, and you're like, okay, I'll just meet you so-and-so, and you go, it's like Steve Lukather or something. Like, holy shit. You know, that'd be crazy. Insane. I ain't never met nobody famous, man. I ain't met nobody famous in my life. I don't know if y'all have. I'm trying to think. Nah, I ain't met nobody. I've, closest I've come to that is just seen them on stage, but I haven't met anybody. Kind of, in the back of my mind, I'm like, do I really want to meet some of these people you see on TV? I don't know. Mr. RF1316, we don't have Reverb in Washington State. You don't? Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy, man. What about, it's a stupid question because I'm just asking, what about eBay? Can you get that there? Mark Tanner says, you ain't missing nothing, brother, about meeting somebody famous. Oh, yeah, I'm not wanting to meet anybody famous. I'm just trying to think if I ever have. And I can't. I ain't met nobody, man. I'm always at work or on the go or doing something. But I think the closest to anybody, musician celebrity status, would be years ago when my wife and I went to go see Buddy Guy and B.B. King. And Buddy Guy came out in the crowd and was playing. And he had a wireless, of course. He come through the crowd, and he come right past me, man. I could have reached and patted him on the shoulder, but I didn't. I was filming on my piece of crap phone I had way back then. It wasn't no high def or nothing, Excuse me. But as close as I come to somebody. Yeah, eBay. Like eBay online. You know what I mean? Let's see. Got to sit in an apartment in the 70s with Randy Rhoads while he demoed a cabinet that you bought. Do what now? Dang. That's crazy, isn't it? Man. It's a shame that he went the way he did, isn't it? I couldn't even imagine. That's crazy. Scary. Too scary, man. If he just wouldn't went in that plane, but hell, you can't. How do you know? You just don't know with stuff, man. It's a roll of the dice. Hell, you could go out of your house and fall down and hit your head and be over with, so. Crazy. All right, y'all. If there's anything else, y'all go ahead and put it in the comments. If not, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I just want to talk about these Charvels, where I got them, because I love Charvels. They play amazing. If you've never had a Charvel, please go somewhere and try to test drive one, if you will. don't take my word for it. Just go play one, and you'll see, man. The Talbot says Randy Rhoads was the nicest guy and played amazing. Well, I understand that. One day at a time, Mark Tanner says. That's all we can do, man. One day at a time. That's right. So thank y'all, everybody that tuned in, man. And thank you. You have a good night, too. Thank you very much. Every day I wake up, I feel blessed. Yes, it is a blessing to be alive and to have your health and to live another day, man, because it's so easy to take for granted. And we all do that. So, all right, let's see if I can do this without messing up. Okay, there we go. So, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it very much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night. And if we go live tomorrow, I don't know. Just be on the lookout. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll see. But, Mr. Mick, let me see. I like this kind of content. Will you be showing more of your collection? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just put these up tonight. So I like to leave these hanging up for a little while before I take them down. But, yeah, I got, Mr. Mick, there's content on here that I think it's in a playlist I call, it's titled What's on the Wall, which is this. And I was doing quite a bit of those for a while, but it didn't seem to get any traction for whatever reason. I don't know. YouTube is so weird. I can't seem to pinpoint what to do on this channel to make it get some traction. So while I've been off this week, I've just been doing YouTube much as I can just to try to see if I can, pump some life into the channel because of the way I work, so. But thank you very much, man. Yeah, I would, I can try to do some more of this, in the future. Definitely can. And as long as the chat is active and can ask questions and can be involved, I can keep going for as long as y'all want to go. But I am getting kind of tired tonight, so I need to go out here and see my stepdaughter. And I'm sure the baby's asleep because they just got here not long ago. But I'm sure he's knocked out for the night. He's just a little over a year old, so but he'll be up early in the morning, but not me. I'll be asleep. We'll keep sharing it out, Joe. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mark. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, we'll see you then. All right?